Hello, welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Tonight we're going to start a new series using NPIII Baseball by Skeetersoft. Been trying to think of what I want to do with it, and I've decided. I saw that King Ikibu there is doing the 1980s. I was going to possibly do the 90s, but not enough really interest in it, and not all the. I think there might be a season or two that hasn't been created yet early on. I think maybe like 91 or something. But anyway, I decided to go with the 1970s. Started from 1970 on. I usually tend to play towards the end of the 1970s, particularly like 77, 78, around that period. But I decided it might be kind of cool to start in 1970, which was a few years, roughly about 6 or 7 years before I started getting into baseball. I was around 10 and 77, so. But I figured it would be kind of cool to start off like in 1970 and see some of the players that I grew up knowing in the late 70s. And see what they were like before I knew them in the late 70s. See where they came from, what teams they might have come from, and I just thought it might be kind of cool to do that. Go back a little bit in time before I became baseball aware. And I figured I'd start with a clean decade with 1970, and I figured that would be a season that. A lot of people like to do the 60s and the late 60s, 67 in particular, 68, maybe 69. But I figured I'd start with 70. I've seen some, I guess, in the early 70s. I know Al, Red Sox fan, does some 70s stuff, early 70s. But I figured I'd start with 1970 and go all the way up through the decade. So I thought that might be kind of cool. And actually, can learn a lot too. 1970 was a great season, especially for the Orioles. They had 3 20-game winners, so I thought that would be a cool season there. And I was looking at the Red Sox, and the Red Sox actually had 2 Coniglieros play together, so I thought that would be kind of cool too, as well as some of the other stuff that I don't know about. So anyway, so I've decided to go with this. So I'm trying it out. As you can see here, we started off with Game 1 here. I'm going to start with our 4-6 1970 opening day, and it's going to be Mickey Lolich on the hill for the Detroit Tigers against why isn't Bosman starting? Is it Bosman? Oh, it is. Okay, Dick Bosman. Okay, for some reason I thought it was something different. Anyway, I'm going to do my options and rules here in this. I'm going to go with the jump system because I've been using that, and I think I want to stick with that. I'm kind of getting used to it now. So I'll save that. Played around with the colors here. I think I'll stick with the yellow there. Keep the warning on for that. I think that's default, but I'll check it again. And I'll go with the 1 second. I've been doing the 1 second delay, which seems to work pretty well. Keep that the same. And I'll keep the adjustment off there. And I'll probably turn this back on later on once I played a few games, but right now it's just a bunch of zeros, so I'll save that there, and I'll keep the notification on for the injuries there. So I'll be using, for the most part, as played lineups. I'll be making the transactions as they show on here, and I'll be trying to use Retro Sheet to update the rosters as much as I can before the game. I mean, it's not going to be 100%, but I'll try to get it as close to I can as the actual rosters and everything. Again, there may be a player or two that might make it through the cracks or something, but we'll do as best we can. And I'm also going to go with what Clinton Parks and King Ikibu and stuff. I've been reading up their stuff on the Delphi forum. And I'm probably going to go with that too, go with the 5-inning rule for the most part. 5 innings or 5 runs allowed. If the pitcher hits a D rating, then I'll kind of use my judgment on that. Obviously, some pitchers go into a D rating like in the second inning, and they haven't given up any runs, but I'm not going to pull them just because of that. Use my judgment on that. Once they go past the fifth inning and they hit the D rating, then I'll probably, again, use my judgment on that. But soon after that, once a batter reaches, I'll use some criteria, like once a batter reaches second base or there's a couple runners on or something like that. It depends upon what the score is and all that stuff too. If it's a blowout, then I might leave him in a little bit longer. If he's getting, if he's the recipient, if he's pitching a great game and they get like a 6 or an 8 run lead, I might leave him in a little bit longer possibly. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll kind of use my judgment on that. So I think that's it. So without further ado, let's get this game underway between the Detroit Tigers and the Washington Senators, the first game of our replay here. Again, I'm not going to play every game. There's way too many games to play every game. I haven't decided yet whether or not I'm going to post on the forums or not. I may do that. We'll see how that goes. I may do it like in bunches and stuff. King Ikubu, I saw estimated that it was going to take him 10 years to do this, and and I can see that now, or it could be that long to do it. Maybe not quite as long in this decade, just because there aren't quite as many teams. There are a couple expansions teams. The Blue Jays and the Mariners came in '77, I think it was. But for the most part, it was pretty solid, and I think the playoff system stayed the same throughout the 70s until that's going to be uniform at least, with the top 2 teams in each division playing for the pennant. So that's cool. So the playoffs won't be as long either. And again, the not quite as many teams, so that would make it a little shorter too. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Again, I'm not gonna force myself to do like a certain amount of games, but I know that's a good pace to do if you want to get it completed. But I'll just play it casually as it is, and who knows, once I get a momentum going, I may want to keep playing, or I may want to take a little break now and then, but I'll leave it open to that. So alright, so here we go. So the starting lineup for the Detroit Tigers is going to be Dick McAuliffe, the second baseman, followed by Cesar Gutierrez, the shortstop. Batting third is Al Kaline, the right fielder. Batting cleanup, Norm Cash, first baseman. Batting fifth is Willie Horton, the left fielder. Batting sixth will be Jim Northrup, the center fielder. Dalton Jones is your third baseman, batting seventh. Batting eighth is Bill Freehan, the catcher, and batting ninth is Mickey Lolich on the mound. For the Washington Senators, it's going to be, I'll get to the lineup when we get into it. So that's it. Dick Bosman on the hill for the Senators is a B-rated pitcher with a Z and G ratings. And this will kind of be a cool decade too, because the first few years will be without the DH in the American League, and then I believe it was 73. We'll start with the DH, so that'd be kind of cool to follow the transition there of that. But that won't happen for a couple seasons. So here we go. Here is I'm going to be doing dice rolls here for the most part. I may use that ball roller that Clinton, thanks for that link there. I played around with it a little bit, and I think I can roll a little bit faster than that thing even rolls. So, but I may use it once in a while. We'll see. But if I start with it, I might just keep going with my own dice rolling, because it doesn't take that much of an effort here, and I kind of like the sound of the dice in the background. So, all right, so it's been about 10 minutes into it now. We haven't even started pitched yet, so let's get going. Let's get our first pitch off here. So Dick McAuliffe steps into the box against Dick Bosman, and here we go. And here is the first pitch. First batter. So 61. It's going to be our first roll. And it's going to be a ball. So Bosman looks in for the sign. Here's the windup in the pitch. 31. And that is going to be a walk. 23. So he does not get the jump. It's a runner on first. Nobody out. For Cesar Gutierrez. 26. And it's going to be a fielder's choice. Runner's out at second. And we'll see if Gutierrez can get a jump here. And it's 65, so he is going to be out. Trying to steal. Caught stealing. So LK line up to the plate now. Hall of Famer. 41. And that is going to be a ground out to short for out number 3. So here we go. So Mickey Lolich on the hill for the Tigers. Mickey Lolich had a C rating for the year for 1970 with an X also rating. That's for the strikeout. So here we go. Here's the lineup for the Washington Senators. Dave Nelson, the second baseman, will lead it off, followed by Ed Brinkman, the shortstop. The slugger Frank Howard at left fielder will bat third. Batting cleanup Ken McMullen, third baseman. Mike Epstein, the first baseman, will bat fifth, followed by Hank Allen in right field, batting sixth. Batting seventh will be Del Unser in center. Eighth is behind the plate is going to be Paul Casanova. And on the hill, batting ninth is Dick Bosman. So Lolich, the lefty, on the hill. Here's the windup in the pitch. And it's going to be 25. And it's going to be a walk. And see if he gets a jump here. So 52, no jump. So Nelson is slow, so we're going to check the restrictions here. So Brinkman up now. I think we're just going to go with the hit away here early in the game. 65. Okay. Ooh, little E. I thought I changed that. Let's see. So play result card. E on hold. Checking the possible error. Runners on first base. Possible error. First on error. Runner second. Batter error. Brinkman's in a possible error range. 11 and 12. So 26. Alright. So I guess I did. Yeah. I do have the jump system. Okay. Anyway, there must be some kind of override or something like that. All right. Again, just getting used to this game once again. It's been a while since I played it, but I'm sure we'll get used to it before long. Okay, Frank Howard up now with 1 out and 1 on. Ooh, a 6-6 for Frank Howard, and that is going to be going, and gone. So Frank Howard homers to deep center, and the Senators are on the board first, 2-0. A rocket. So Ken McMullen up now. 64. And it's going to be a strikeout. So 2 down now. 2 runs in. 42. And it's a walk. 65. And so those of you that don't know, on the first half of the... Well, I'll do it next time I show the jump thing there. Just to show you what that's all about. And one end is the chances of being safe, and the other end you can be thrown out on, possibly. The higher numbers are beyond. If it goes beyond the rating, the higher numbers, then it's an out, or matches it. And if it's before it, or matches it, then it's stolen base. So 4-3 on Hank Allen. It's going to be a ground out. All right, so Dick Bosman now reduced to a C rating. So Norm Cash to lead it off. Here in the second, the Tigers down by 2 now. 5-1. Pop out to third for out number 1. 4-1. Willie Horton up now. The young Willie Horton. I remember it as being the old Willie Horton. The younger Willie Horton here grounds out to short. Jim Northrup up now, and I think in my 1967 replay, if I'm not mistaken, I think Jim Northrup went like 35 at bats or so without getting a hit, I believe, in my inside pitch replay. So 56 on Northrup is going to be a pop out to short for out number 3. So after 1.5, it's 2-0 Senators. Lolich back on the hill. Del Unser up to the plate. And he will draw the walks anyway. So that 11 right there, if I roll an 11, it'll be a stolen base. And I roll a 66, it'll be an out. So 45. Not much range on this on Unser's there. 45. Not much of a chance he'll even steal. So Casanova up now, the catcher. Unser on first with nobody out. 1-4. And that's a little fielding says. So I guess I do have this on. So 55, no error. Alright, so let me go and double check this here. Just a little E. Don't display dialog box on no change. Display dialog box on no change. Yeah, because I have the jump system on. So I don't remember this coming through on 2016 when I was playing it. Maybe it's the time period. A little E convert. Display box on no change. Yeah, I thought it was don't display box. Let me try to put it on that, see what that does. Okay. So anyway, Unser on first with 1 down for Dick Bosman, the pitcher, and he will bunt. 41. 2 strikes and 2 failed bunt attempts, so he's just going to hit away now. 2-5, unable to get the bunt down. Is Bosman. But a wild pitch will enable that. So, we're in scoring position for Bosman. 55. He might be able to drive in a run here. No, grounds out though. Any other hitter that would have been a hit, most likely. Well, Unser does move to third now with 2 down. So, top of the order, Nelson, the second baseman. I believe he walked his first time up. So 1-4. Alright, so let's see here. Lee fielding system. So here we go. 34. Let me check this here. Again, I don't remember this being on before. Oh, maybe this. Key prior setting, on-base coaching option. Oh, keep prior setting on each pitch. Let me try that. I think I like that. I'm kind of sick of having to do that every time, so just got to be careful with it for the on-base coaching. Now I'll leave this where it was before. Okay, I guess I gotta do that every time though. No worries. Again, it might be the season that I'm playing on too. I'm sure Clinton or somebody will chime in and let me know what that is. Why I wasn't getting it on the 2016 season. I'm getting it on this. All right. So Dick Bosman on the hill now with a 2-run lead. Dalton Jones up now, 6-4. And it's a strikeout. So first K by Bosman. 6-4. Bill Free and the catcher up now. And he will take a ball. And he'll ground out the short for out number 2. So the pitcher up now, Lolich. Switch hitting pitcher. Batting lefty against the righty. So 2-2. And that is going to be a pop out to third. So after 2.5, it remains 2-0 Senators. It'll be Brinkman, Howard, and McMullen up against Lolich. So Brinkman 0 for 1. Gets a 2-2. And that's going to be a base hit. It's going to be 53. Brinkman will not get the jump. Frank Howard up now. Need a 2-run homer to put the Senators on top 2-0. See what he does now. 56. Almost got another one there. Well, maybe not. 66 would have been one. So 56. And that is going to be a walk. So Frank Howard walks. And we'll just limit him. So first and second, nobody out for Ken McMullen, the third baseman. Part of the order, I'm not going to bunt. 1-5. And that's going to be a ground out. And the runners will advance. So second and third, one down. Works as like a sacrifice. First baseman Mike Epstein up now. He walked his first time up. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that you can tell what they did here. I don't think it was there when I last played a couple of years ago, but under the batter there you can see what they did. So 1-1. So we're going to have a second roll here for Mike Epstein. Chance the Senators to break it open here. 35. And that is going to be a double, and 2 runs will score. So a 2-run double for Epstein. It's 4-0 Senators. So I want to say that 1970, it was I know Ted Williams managed the Senators. Yes, it was. 70-92 was the record for the Senators in 1970. His best year was in 1969 when they went 86-76. It was only a year above 500 for Ted Williams as manager of the Senators. All right, so let's see. So Ted Williams and the Senators out to a 4-0 lead now. I don't know if that was a roll, so I'll roll it again. So 32. So Epstein will move to third on the ground out to second. So Del Unser up now with a chance to increase the Senators' lead, 35. And he'll strike out 10 innings, but the Senators put 2 more on the board on the 2-run double by Mike Epstein, and it's a 4-0 Senators lead. So Bosman with a 4-run lead now. McCullough up now. He walked his first time up. Get the little E here. So it's a 62. So 1 down now for Gutierrez. He grounded out to second his first time up. 53. So it's going to be an error on the shortstop, Brinkman. See if Gutierrez can get a jump here. 1-5. Nope. So I believe the first base runner for the second base runner. He should have walked also for the Tigers. Al Cleanline up 0 for 1. Grounded the short his first time up. And takes a ball. And he'll fly out to right. Allen makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 down now for the Tigers. Bosman wins the delivery. 23. Norm Cash up now. And Cash will fly out to center. And Unser will make the catch to retire the side. So it remains 4-0 after 3.5. Lolich back on the hill. Lolich with a D rating now. We're going to keep him in a little while longer. 61. Carl Calzin over up now. Slide to left his first time up. And he flies out to right this time. And K-Line will make the catch for out number 1. That'll be a Bosman. Bosman grounded up to third, unassisted. No, first. Ground out to first. Unassisted. 43. So this time he'll strike out for the second out. So 3 strikeouts now for Lolich. He's walked 4. Brings up Dave Nelson, the second baseman, top of the order. 6-3. And he'll fly out 10 innings. So 1-2-3 go the Senators in the 4th. And after 4 full, it's 4-0 Washington. Bosman back on the hill. Willie Horton will lead it off for the Tigers. It'll be Horton, Northrup, and Jones. Horton grounded out to second his first time up, 31. And it's going to be a pop out to third. McMullen will make the catch for the first out. 52. So Jim Northrup up now. I believe that's a line out to pop out to short. This time he will ground out to third for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down for the Tigers. Bosman up, 46. 1-2-3 go the Tigers. So Bosman in full control. All goose eggs through 5. So halfway through, it's the Senators 4 and the Tigers nothing. Lolich back on the hill. He'll face Brinkman to lead it off. He's 1 for 2 with a single his last time up. And this time he'll fly out to left. And Horton will make the catch for out number 1. 61. And Freehan will ground out to short. 2 up and 2 down. We're going to bring up Ken McMullen. Struck out and grounded to third. And it's going to be a walk. He will not get a jump. So another base runner for the Senators. Senators 4 runs on 3 hits. 35. So Mike Epstein had a 2-run double his last time up. Also walked. And he'll walk again. So a little 2-out rally going for the Senators. Already up by 4. Hank Allen comes to the plate. Grounded out back to the pitcher and to second base. 0 for 2. 5-5. So that's going to be a single for Hank Allen. Now a run will score. Make it 5-0. Washington. Del Uncher walked and struck out. 62. And that's going to be a strikeout to end the inning, but the Senators tack on another, and it's 5-0. Hometown fans enjoying a great ball game here. Bosman back on the hill. It'll be Freeman, Lolich, and McAuliffe. This might be, most likely it'll be, they'll pinch hit for Lolich. So Freeman grounded to second, short his first time up. 56. 1-3, just out of the error range there. So he pops out to short. And Gutierrez will make the catch for out number 1. So we're going to pinch hit now for Lolich. Lola. Let's see here. I just see the first. It's either going to be Elliot Maddox. Possibly. Mickey Stanley. I'm guessing Mickey Stanley is probably just didn't start off the season with them, or has got being opening day here, might be on the DL. I guess we'll go with Elliot Maddox. So Elliot Maddox will pinch hit. So Lolich's day is done after 5. Just didn't have any good stuff today. So Elliot Maddox up now, batting for the pitch in the pitcher's spot. Oh, 1-1. 5-3. So Elliot Maddox was a spark they needed, possibly. He gets a double, their first hit. So Bauman's no-hitter is gone. Pitched first 5 innings, didn't want to say anything. That would have been something. My first game pitching a no-hitter, but was not to be. But still, shutout is still a possibility with 1 down. So McAuliffe up now. He walked and popped up to third. Nope. Shutout's gonna be gone too, as we have an 11 here. Most likely it's gonna be gone. 5-4. Yep, another double. So back-to-back doubles after no hitting them through 5, and the Tigers are on the board 5-1. So the no hitter and the shutout gone in back-to-back batters. So Gutierrez up now. He's grounded out to second his first time up. Was a fielder's choice, reached on the fielder's choice. And reached on an error by the third baseman, McMullen. So 36. And it'll be a pop out to short. And Brinkman will make the catch for out number 2. Culliffe will hold at second. Bring up Al Kaline. Al Kaline 0 for 2 on the day. Grounded out and flied out. And he'll get a single this time. Can't get the jump. So 2 down now for Norm Cash. Cash popped out to third and flew out to center. 2-5. And that is going to be a ground out to third for out number 3. And that will be it. Let's see here. Elliot Maddox's day is done. Yeah, it is. Yes. So let's go to the Tiger bench here. Tiger pen. Ooh, much easier now than today's pitching staffs. Let's see here. I think Hiller was the closer. Who do we want to bring in? Who's most likely to come in? Well, either probably Sherman and Timmerman. I think we're going to go with Timmerman here. Depending upon Sherman or Timmerman. Bunch of righties coming up, so we'll go with Timmerman. So Tom Timmerman will come in relief of Mickey Lolich, who went 5 innings, allowing 5 runs. All of them earned. So Timmerman comes in. Pitched in 100. How many games did he pitch in? Yeah, no worries. Anyway, Timmerman in there. Casanova up to the plate now. Casanova flew out to left and right. Miss Maggs has entered the room too. Miss Maggs saying hi to all her fans. So Casanova will reach on a single. So Timmerman in issues a single to the first batter he faces. Senators looking to add to their lead here. Brings up Bosman. And Bosman is going to be bunting. Okay. 5-3. And it's a good sacrifice. The batter's out at first. Timmerman throws to... takes to the bag himself. So Casanova moves in the scoring position with 1 down. So that'll bring up top of the order Nelson. Nelson is 0 for 2 on the day. Walked and flew out to left twice. 51. And that will be a wild pitch. Casanova will move to third. Take the restrictions off. Maybe not. On the fly out, we don't want him going in. Probably. If I don't want him stealing anything. Alrighty, so Nelson's still up to the plate now. On the wild pitch, ball 1. 36. 45. And it'll be a pop out, and the pitcher will take it. Timmerman calls everybody off and makes the catch for out number 2. Casanova will hold at third. Brinkman up now, 1 for 3. Single. 2-4. And Brinkman strikes out to end the inning, so it remains 5-2 as we head to the 7th. Bosman back on the hill after giving up 2 runs on 3 hits last inning. Breaking up his no-hitter and shutout all in the same inning. Back-to-back batters, so Willie Horton up now. He's 0 for 2, grounded out to short and popped out to third. 1-2. And the late fielding system, so 54. So that's a ground out to second for out number 1. Jim Northrup up now. He's 0 for 2 on the day. 6-3. So he flies out to the left. And Howard's there to make the catch for out number 2. Dalton Jones up now with 2 outs and the bases empty. 6-3. And that is going to be a fly out to right to end the inning. So 1-2-3 go Detroit. And we're head to the 7th inning now. 7th inning, bottom of the 7th inning stretch time here in Washington, with the Senators enjoying a 5-2 lead. Timmerman back on the hill. Frank Howard to lead it off. He's 1 for 2 with a 2-run homer, also walked once. 1-6, and that is going to be a ground out to short. And Gutierrez will throw him out by a step. So McMullen up now. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. And that's a fly out to left for out number 2. So Mike Epstein had a 2-run double. He's also walked twice. So perfect 1 for 1. 31. And that is going to be another walk. So he walks for the 3rd time. So Epstein is on for the 4th time today. There is action in the Detroit bullpen. Allen up now. Allen is 1 for 3 with a single his last time up. And he will be a fielder's choice. I'll get the runner at second, and that will do it. And that's going to be it for Timmerman. So head to the 8th inning with the Senators leading by 3. Bosman still on the hill. So Timmerman will be relieved here. The pinch hitter, let's see, let's go with let's see, who do we want here? I guess we'll go with Ike Brown. He's got a good on-base percentage. So Ike Brown will pinch hit in the pitcher's spot. 1-4. So he will fly out to left for out number 2. Dick McAuliffe, 1 for 2 with a walk. Also has a double. And And that's going to be a strikeout to end the inning. So the Tigers go quietly in this 8th. Home half of the 8th. Senators 5, Tigers 2. Closers getting up for the Senators. Who that is, I don't know, but we'll find that out if it stays the score. So Ike Brown is going to come out. And who are we going to, I think we're going to give this guy a chance here. The lefty coming up now, so we'll give this guy who's been in 48 games with 70 innings, so we'll have him get some work here. So Fred Sherman, B rating with XG modifiers. 23. Del Hunter out to the plate, 0 for 2 with a walk. So Sherman's rating now with C. So Casanova up now, 1 for 3, singled his last time up. Strikes out. So we're going to let... Bosman's only let up 3 hits. As he walked a batter, let's see. He's walked 1 batter. I think we're going to let him stay in. I'm going to let him try to complete it. Why not? Okay. Alright, so Bosman will hit for himself. He's 0 for 2. Also has a sacrifice, 43. And he'll strike out to end the inning. So we head to the 9th with Bosman back on the hill trying to get a complete game here. There's action in the Senators bullpen just in case. So it'll be Gutierrez, Kaline, and Cash. Tigers need base runners. 5-2. And he'll ground out to third. As McMullen throws over to Epstein for out number 1. So, the LK line up now. Kaline 1 for 3, singled his last time up. And he grounds out to Nelson. Fires to first for out number 2. So the Tigers down to their last out. Norm Cash on the hill. Dick Bosman trying to get the complete game. Fans on their feet here in Washington. Cash 0 for 3 on the day. Here's the windup in the pitch by Bosman. Uh-oh, it's a 5-5. And just be a single. So, not done yet, as the tying run is on deck now. So, Willie Horton up to the plate. So, most likely be Bosman's last batter, no matter what happens here. 0 for 3 is Horton. 2-5. And that is going to be a base hit. So, the Tigers with a 2-out rally here. No, he will not. He'll play it safe here. So that'll put runners at the corners, and that's going to be it for Bosman as Ted Williams signals for the bullpen. All right, so tying run is coming to the plate, and it's going to be Darold Knowles coming on for the Senators. He had 27 saves back in 1970. So see if he can finish it out here and get the last out. He'll face Jim Northrup 0 for 3. And Knowles, the lefty, is in there. And let's see, do they want a pinch hit for Northrup? 343 on base percentage. But let's see if we need a righty here with a good on base percentage anyway. Ooh. Gene Lamont, he only 15 games though. I think he'd want to keep Northrup in there. Yeah, I think we're going to keep Northrup in there. Anyway, we decide to stick with Northrup. Here we go. Northrup representing the tying run here. Knowles looks in for the sign. Casanova gives him the fingers down. Looks at the runners, kicks and delivers. And he's got a strikeout to end the inning, end the game. So in our inaugural game here, this 1970 season, from April 6, 1970, the Senators defeat the Tigers by a score of 5-2. So let's save it here. So we're going to go 1970, 0406, was it? Hold on, I just want to make sure I get this right. I think it was the 6th. Yeah, it was the 6th. And in real life, the Tigers beat the Senators 5-0, so much better performance this time by Bowman, and not so great a performance by Lolich. So 5-2 at RFK Stadium here. Copy just in case. All right, so let's save it. And it looks like we're going to have a... Gonna definitely have a save by Knowles here. And that's gonna be it. I don't think there's any blown saves or anything. Nope. Tigers will lead control. The Senators in control all the way. Alright, so let's take a look at our first box score, our first replay game saved. So, for the Senators, Dave Nelson was 0 for 3 with a run scored. Also walked once. Ed Brinkman was 1 for 4 with a run scored. Frank Howard, 1 for 3 with a big 2-run homer to get the scoring started for the Senators. Also scored 2 runs. Ken McMullen was 0 for 3 with a run scored. Mike Epstein was 1 for 1 with 3 walks, 2 runs batted in, and including a double. That was a big double, too, clearing the bases. Well, not clearing the bases, but scoring 2 runs. Hank Allen 1 for 4 with a RBI. Del Unser 0 for 3 with a walk. Paul Casanova 1 for 4. And Bowman was 0 for 3. Knowles did not get in the bat. So for the Detroit Tigers, Dick McAuliffe was 1 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. Also walked once, including a double. 0 for 4 was Gutierrez. Kaline was 1 for 4 with a RBI. Cash 1 for 4. Horton 1 for 4. Northrop was 0 for 4. Dalton Jones 0 for 3. Same as Freehan 0 for 3. Lolich 1 at bat 0 for 1. Elliot Maddox, pinch hitter, had a double and came around the score 1 for 1. Timmerman did not get in at bat. Ike Brown 0 for 1 is pinch hitter, and Sherman did not get in at bat. So Bowman just 8 2/3 innings, allowing 5 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Knowles gets the save, comes in and gets the final out. And Mickey Lolich, yes, Miss Maggs, we hear ya. Miss Maggs is letting me know who she thinks the player of the game should be. So Lolich did not have it today, only pitched 5 innings, allowing 4 runs. 4 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned. Walked 6 batters. Definitely control was a problem there. Striking out 4, allowing a home run to Howard. Timmerman, 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. And Sherman pitched a scoreless inning, striking out 2. So I think we're going to give player of the game to Dick Bosman. Pitched 8 2/3, allowing 2 runs. Almost got a complete game. Had a no-hitter going through 5 innings. Frank Howard would be our player number 2 of the game. 1 for 3 with a 2-run homer and 2 runs scored. So that's it. So game 1 in the books. And that will go to the Senators, 5-2. So next up, probably not going to, we're not going to record every game here. We might go to another good pitching matchup. Maybe even go to the Red Sox-Yankees game next, or we'll see. Whatever we decide we want to do. Maybe do another game from opening day. We'll see. Well, maybe not. There's only one other game here. This was the mini opening day. Only 2 games then. The Expos and the Reds. And again, I think the Reds probably officially started the first game, but anyway, we got a bunch of games from the 7th, so maybe we'll pick a game a day or something for a little while we get the series going. So take care and God bless, and we will see you in the next NP3 1970 season replay. Decade replay. This is going to prove to be a long one. So take care and God bless, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.